Hello and welcome everyone para sa ato ang another entry for TPCC 12 known as Principles of Transportation Engineering. So for today's entry, so we will continue the chapter 5 by discussing the part 2, no? Okay, so this still covers the highway safety, no? Pero karon ang focus nato karon for highway safety was improvement program. So with regards to this highway safety, so there are two types of safety. The first one is what we call as the nominal, and the other is substantive safety. So this the difference between the two is that nominal safety is based on design standards, whereas the substantive safety was based on roadway safety performance. Meaning to say, if we say nominal, it refers whether or not a design or design element meets minimum design criteria based on national or state standards and guidance documents such as AAS2 Green Book and the MUTCD. If the roadway meets minimum design criteria, it can be characterized as nominally safe, no? However, nominal safety does not characterize the actual or expected safety of the roadway. So both pasabot class nga it's not because gifollow nimo ang standard with regards to the design criteria based on AAS2 specifications, it doesn't mean nga it reflects to the expected safety sa roadway, sa actual gyud, no? Kay ang gibasihan naman gyud diha ang kini magong standards gikan sa AAS2 is through sa ilahan ng research ug testing, no? But it does not really reflect, no, on the actual safety of the roadway. So on the other hand, if we say substantive safety, so it refers to the actual or expected safety on a roadway. So substantive safety may be quantified in terms of crash frequency, which means a number of crashes for a given road segment or intersection over a specified period of time. Then if we say crash rate, normalized or account for exposure. Then crash type, let us say types of accident, no? Unsang klase siyang accident, either I don't know, no? Unsa na siya nga type. But when it comes to crash severity, we will involve the following. Okay, ang crash type class, it means nga there are three types of accidents, di ba? We can categorize that one as fatal, we have injury, and property damage. Whereas ang crash severity, moto siya tong we will identify what is the severity ratio of each type of accidents. Kung pila ang porsyento with regard sa whole number of accidents in terms of fatality, injury, and property damage. Okay. So if the roadway in question has significantly higher incidence of severity of crashes than other roads of its kind, it may have a substantive safety problem. Okay. So, mo to sila kalayan class between the nominal and the substantive safety. With regards to substantive safety, mo na siya, it implies with the actual good mismo nga safety sa roadway. Okay. Then we have, ibalik na to tong topic about the crash reduction factor. Okay, so let us repeat what is crash reduction factor. Okay, the crash reduction factor is the percentage crash reduction that might be expected after implementing a given countermeasure at the specific site. For example, the installation of centerline rumble strips on the two-lane roadway can expect for a 14% reduction of all crashes and 55% reduction in head-on crashes. Meaning to say, class, ang crash reduction factor is given, it is a quantity which is given to a certain countermeasure such as kanang magbutang bitaw tag pedestrian for the sake nga we expect that the vehicles will tend to slow down, no? Pag makakita sila pedestrian mo, slow down sila. So therefore, pag naay pedestrian class tapos mo slow down ang vehicle, it means nga posible nga maghinay-hinay na ang every vehicle nga moagi dira dapita. Instead, pwede nato na siya puruhan nga ma-minimize nato ang number of recorded accidents from the previous, no? Kung ibutang nato from that area is accident prone area, there are 10 accidents will happen every year sa kana nga area. But because of countermeasure class nga nagbutang ta og pedestrian, so it is possible nga ang kadong 10 nga number of accidents every year nga mahitabo, pwede na basin nabawasan siya, nahimo na lang 6, nahimo na lang 5, is because of the pedestrian, no? Because of the presence of the pedestrian. Kay since nga nanay pedestrian dia, we will expect that the vehicle will tend to slow down, no? It's because of that countermeasure. Okay, so that is the purpose of the crash reduction factor. So natay tulo ka klase nga crash reduction factors plus, no? But this one in terms of category. Kay naman tay sa intersection nga crash reduction factor naatay sa roadway departure, then naatay sa pedestrian, no? Okay. So unsa maning nasa intersection crash countermeasures? Unsay mga countermeasures nato nga ibutang sa intersection that will give us or provide us a crash reduction factor? First is the signalization, tapos natay geometric countermeasures, then the signs and markings, no, in terms of operational countermeasures. Okay. So asa man nato na pangwaon ng mga values sa atong crash reduction factor? Now, as you can see class, kini siya nga table. This was given by the Federal Highway Agency, no? Federal Highway Association, I think. Okay, FHWA, no? Sa ilahang manual. Now, kung makita nimo class na in terms sa signalization countermeasure na adire para sa aning magbutang kag countermeasure such as convert protected or permissive left turn phase to permissive protected. So na siya equivalent value sa crash reduction factor, no? So kung sa kuan class, let us say sa crash type nato is all, it will be na siya crash reduction factor nga 13. Pero kung sa left turn, that will be 33, no? Then the type of study nga imong i-conduct dire para makuan nimo siya, kining ma-evaluate nimo ang yang result is through by means of simple before and after nga pagdetermine sa differences with regards to kayang sa tawag ni crash reduction, no? Crash reduction. Okay, so mo na siya ang purpose sa kini nga table, no? For us to identify what will be the equivalent crash reduction factor of the countermeasures that we provide. So kini siya class sample ni siya. Dagan pa ni sila class nga countermeasure. So wala na lang nako gi-kopya tanan diriya, no? So this is an example for signalization countermeasure. Next is we have for geometric. For example, sa geometric we have to convert 4 leg to 2T intersections, or pwede pod convert intersection into runabout, no? Okay. So, kung mag-provide ta runabout, so what will be the crash reduction factor? Na magdepende na siya class sa iyahang specific nato nga control, no? Dagan man tay mga criteria dire nga atong i-consider, no? Or mga factors nga i-consider with regards to crash type, crash severity, area type, tapos iyahang control kung magamit ta og mga traffic signs or signals. Then in terms of the traffic volume, so magbari pod ang iyahang crash reduction ana class. Then what will be the expected nga study nato in order to evaluate the result of the atong gi-provide nga countermeasure? So naa diri class naka-indicate kung unsa nga study type, no? Okay. So this is for example for geometric countermeasure. So dili ni siya tanan, again class, dili ni siya tanan class, naa pa ni siya mga kasunod pa nga mga dili lang kani nga sheet, no? Napay mga daghan sheet ani which contains the geometric countermeasures for intersection. Next is we have signs markings, and operational countermeasures nga makita nato dire. So when it comes to pavement markings, magbutang tag mga pavement markings in order to provide a countermeasure that will reduce the number of accidents, no? So each of this one na sila corresponding crash reduction factor. Okay, so much for this one class. Let us go now to the roadway departure crash reduction crash countermeasures. Now under the roadway departure, okay, there are barrier countermeasures, bridge countermeasures, geometric, median, roadside, then signs, markings, and operational countermeasures. Okay, so the same as the intersection class, okay, sama sa kong gimension, this table will provide all your data that you need, no, in order to determine the crash reduction factor and to evaluate whether what will be the number of accidents that is reduced, no, because of this countermeasure. Okay, so fast forward na lang ta class, no. Okay, maora man gyapon, ma-discuss naman ako kung unsay purpose ani niya nga table, no. Okay, so you just simply select, no, unsang klase nga countermeasure for each type, no, sa kada category. Then we have for pedestrian, so unsa may mga countermeasures nga ma-provide nato sa pedestrian. So we have in terms of signalization, then geometric countermeasures, and another is signs, markings, and operational countermeasure. Okay, so muna siya, no, sa pedestrian. Okay, so let us now try to discuss, no, the topics that we have to use in order to evaluate the study, no, or the countermeasures, no. So in terms of critical crash rate, no, so the critical crash rate is a threshold value that is calculated for each site and compared to the observed crash rate. So sites with the observed crash rate greater than their critical crash rate are flagged for further investigation. Okay, so this formula class nga ato ang gikuan na diri, ako ang gi-provide diri is what we are going to use in order to determine the critical crash rate of a certain area. Okay, so let us identify the following terms or parameters. We have AVR, which means average crash rate for facility type. So to determine your average crash rate for facility type, so we have to sum up the fatal and injury multiplied by the period plus the property damage included on all the accidents, no. Then we have TF, or also known as the test factor, which is a standard deviation at a given confidence level. So kaning test factor class, I don't know kung unsaon na siya pag-determine, but it says here that we need to gather a data and get the standard deviation, or mo ni siyang equivalent standard deviation value, no, sa I don't know kung giunsan nila pag-determine, no, sa value sa test factor. Dili pa kay tahanas para ani. Okay. Then we have the traffic base per 100 million entering vehicles. So ang traffic base class, okay, so that is somewhat relevant siya sa katong formula bitaw sa ato ang accident rate plus just the inverse formula lang siya, no. So more likely this one is a rate between the more siya og kanang ratio between the accident rate and the number of accidents, and that will be equivalent to traffic base. So as you can see that the parameters that we use, no, sa ato ang formula here is somewhat almost similar sa accident rate nga formula. Na ang N, which means period, we have the ADT, which is the average annual daily traffic, we have the L, which is the length of the segment, then the multiplier, we have 365 and 100 million, no? So this is how to determine your traffic base that you are going to use in this formula to get your critical crash rate. Okay, next. Now this one is this formula is used to determine or to evaluate, no, the study, no, for the countermeasures that we provide. So we have crashes prevented before and after. Okay, so the crashes prevented formula is equal to, okay, so we have the average. Ang A class is the average expected number of crashes if countermeasure is not implemented, no, Bali sa una pa nga mga records nga number of accidents. Then we have CRF, which is the crash reduction factor coming from sa table, no? Okay, equivalent crash reduction factor sa katong countermeasure nga itong i-provide. Then we have ADT, which means average daily traffic after the improvement, meaning to say katong time nga kitong ADT nga gikuha nato after na nga naanay countermeasure. Then ang atuang ADT before improvement, meaning to say kitong data sa atong ADT nga wala pay countermeasure katong sa una pa nga data. Okay, next. Okay, the overall crash reduction factor for multiple mutually exclusive improvements at a single site. Now, kani siya nga formula class, magamit nato ni siya if let us say on that area is dili lang isa ka countermeasure ang ato ang gigamit. Daghan tang mga countermeasure nga gibutang dito nga area is because siguro by the purpose of minimizing the number of accidents, kay medyo dako siguro kayo og number of accidents kinitabuan ng lugar, lala siguro kayo, so mao nang kinahanglan nato mag-provide og additional nga mga countermeasure. So each type of countermeasure naa siya crash reduction factor. Now para maisa nato class ang crash reduction factor for each type, no, of crash reduction factor kay gamit ani nga formula. So we have CRF, overall crash reduction factor. We have CRF1, kay signifies the first countermeasure, CRF2 for the second countermeasure, CRF3 for the third countermeasure. Okay, next. Okay, let us try a sample problem class, no. From the given problem, we have the length of the segment of the highway that is equivalent to 0.3 miles. And we have an ADT of 16,000 vehicles per day. The test factor is equal to 1.96 for 95% confidence level. And for a 4-year period, okay, sa 4-year period na to, natay record nga property damage equal to 250. Then fatal and injury, which is equal to 120. So from this problem, we have to calculate the critical crash rate. Okay. So base sa to ang given nata ani nga mga values. First thing ato ang ma-kuan class, i-determine class, in order for us to determine the crash rate, we need the value of ABR, no? So coming from this data, property damage, fatal and injury, tapos period. So gamit ang katong formula nga ABR is equal to fatal and injury times period plus property damage. So that is 120 times 4 plus 250 equals 730. Okay. So next is we need to calculate your traffic base, no? From the traffic base formula, that is N times ADT times L times 365 over 100 million. Okay. So we have 4 times ADT, so 16,000. Okay, times 0.3. Okay, take note class nga ang unit nato dapat sa to ang length, it should be in miles, no, dili kilometer. So multiplied by 365 divided by 100 million. Pilagan ini ka zero. 100 million. Okay. So therefore, ang ato ang traffic base is equal to 0.07008. Now, in terms of crash reduction factor, ma-identify na nato ang value sa crash reduction factor. Kaya nanatay value sa itong ABR, nanatay test factor, nanatay traffic base nga value, no? Okay, so kung atuan na siyang i-substitute tanan, so we have 730 plus 0.5 divided by 0.07008. Okay, plus 1.96 multiplied by square root of 730 divided by 0.07008. Okay, so your answer is 937.18. But I guess i-run off na to siya into whole number. It's because since we are talking about the crash reduction, critical crash rate, so therefore it should be presented as a whole number. So therefore the final answer is 938. Okay, so easy lang, no? Okay, next we have another sample problem. So given the ADT before improvement, that is equivalent to 6,624 for an average of 3-year period. Then ADT after improvement, that is 9,200. Then the crash reduction factor at a given countermeasure is equivalent to 30%. So the number of crash occurring per year is 10, 12, 14 for over a 3-year before improvement nga period, no? Itong sa time pa nga wala pa improvement, so natay data nga number of crashes for 3-year period. So each year mo ni ato ang data, which is 10, 12 and 14. So on the problem, determine the expected reduction in the number of crashes occurring after the implementation of the countermeasure. So we need to determine the number of expected reduction, no? So to calculate the expected reduction class, we need first to determine the value of your average number of crashes, no? So that is 10 plus 12 plus 14 divided by 3. So that is equal to 12. So the formula for determining the crashes prevented class, expected number of reduced number of accidents before and after. So using the formula of this one, no? Okay, so substitute na itong value. We have 12 multiplied by 0.3. Ang 0.3 is the crash reduction factor, CRF. Therefore, since naka-percent man to siya, imo na to siyang decimal. Multiplied by 9,200 divided by ADT before improvement, so that is 6,024. So your answer is, so the crashes, the number of crashes prevented for 3-year period after the improvement is equal to 5, no? So 5 ang nabawas nga number of accident for an average, gikan sa average number of accident nga 12 for every year. So ang ihang na prevent nga accident after the improvement is 5. So dako na kay siyang kabawasan class. So gikan sa 12, nahimo na lang siya ang, okay, 12 minus 5, so that is mga 7 na lang siguro ang mga expected nato nga number of accident, no? Okay, next. Okay, at a single location along NLEX, 3 countermeasures with crash reduction factors of CRF1 equal to 38%, CRF2 is 26%, CRF3 is equal to 22% are proposed. So determine the overall crash reduction factor. Okay, natay tulo ka klase nga crash reduction factor class. What we need here is to determine your overall crash reduction factor. So using the crash reduction factor nga formula, but first we need to convert this one into decimal. So using the formula of overall crash reduction factor is equal to CRF1 plus 1 minus CRF1 times CRF2 plus 1 minus CRF1 multiplied by 1 minus CRF2 times CRF3. And we have the following values of 0.38 plus 1 minus 0.38 multiplied by 0.26 plus 1 minus 0.38, 1 minus 0.38 times 1 minus 0.26 times 0.22. Okay, so your final answer is equal to 0.64. Okay, so your overall crush reduction factor for that problem is 64%. Okay, so that is how to determine your overall crush reduction. Okay, so that is the end of your chapter 5, no? So we end the part 2 of the chapter 5, so that ends also the chapter 5 as well. Okay, so if you have questions and clarifications with regard to this discussion for today, so pwede mo comment sa kuha, mo comment or mo PM for some question and answer, no? Okay, so since nga kuan man guni siya pre-recorded, so wala tay kuan na itabo, no? Kanang sitaw gani, kanang interaction. But you are free to question throw your questions, mag-PM mo sa kuha. Okay, so wala problema, no? Okay, so by this time, so I hope you learned something. So thank you, and okay, God bless. Bye bye.